What is up, YouTube? Good morning, and of course, welcome back to the My Crypto Journey live stream here for Coffee and Crypto on a fantastic Monday. And boy, did I miss you guys over the weekend. Do me a favor, smash that like button before we get started. And we actually have some decent news today after there's pretty much no news over the entire weekend. I think the biggest news was probably the whole Do Kwon situation, which it's kind of crazy that a lot of people thought that he was going to get out of this scot-free, because I remember when Terra Luna collapsed and there was a rumor about a warrant for his arrest. No one believed it. Like, people were like, "Oh, what's the proof for the warrant?" No one knows if there's a warrant or not. And it turns out, yeah, there was a warrant, and of course, our boy was hiding in the Balkans, right, or somewhere up there in that area, which is absolutely insane. You got him walking out in handcuffs and those sorts of things. So I wonder what kind of charges he's actually going to get, and what can the South Korean government prove. So that was probably the biggest stir over the weekend. But of course, the bigger stir over the weekend is that your boy went to an awesome festival with a lot of friends, and it was a fantastic time. And no, I lost my phone over the weekend, so didn't have a phone, didn't have my laptop, which honestly felt kind of liberating. So was pretty happy about that, honestly. I had my Apple Watch, but can't really do much on that. So good morning. It's good to see you guys in the chat. Let's get into it. Oh, yeah. So we'll talk about the Crypto King being tortured here in a second. But to me, that story sounds kind of funny, and I'll explain why. But first, slap that like button, guys. Of course, today is Monday, so we are giving we're giving away $50 in USDT or some ETH or something like that. And I will be doing it after the stream this time. Got to move some money over to my other wallet. But it's good to have you guys in here. And of course, I got to say what's up to the chat, baby. How y'all doing? What's up? What's up? How was your weekend? Dude, my weekend was absolutely phenomenal. Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and make sure I'm logged in on YouTube. Let's get that going. StreamYard did do an upgrade where you can actually see what the hell is going on with like subscribers and activities and stuff like that. You can't see that on StreamYard, so I have to like do it on YouTube too, which is kind of dumb, kind of redundant. Who we got in the chat first? Who was first today? Of course, Javi. What's up, baby? Javi, welcome to the chat. How was your weekend? What's up, baby? Honda, good morning. Good morning. Mizzy Matt, how you doing? How you doing? It's bad in PA. We had a spill in our waters, dude. What's up with all like it happened in Ohio too, right? Like a massive like spill of like chemicals, right? What's up, Mizzy Matt? Tim, sorry about your water, Mizzy Matt. That kind of sucks. Andrew, good morning. Blockchain Betty, what's up, baby? I had to drink my coffee black this morning because I ran out of creamer, which is ugh. What's up, Brad? Hardest working man in crypto, Sackahorn. Somebody speak to my manager. What's up, bud? You guys see my poll? So the poll is, do you think the Crypto King deserved to be tortured? We'll get into exactly what happened here. Spencer Cornelia actually made a video detailing it, and we're going to watch the part about the scam. So may you be well. Good morning. Crypto High, Gabe. Hung like a tortoise. Brian, Timbo Slice, how you doing, baby? Good morning, good morning. Ryan Petty. Ryan, it's good to see you, man. Bullish on Wag Me Always. Duking Productions. Rob got it. Do Kwon for President 2024. Chevy fan. Steve, what's up, Steve? How you doing, baby? What's up, C? Cobra Commander. We here, baby. Yes, sir. Fernando B, good morning. Joe Curran Gaming. What's up, baby? What's up? What's up? Awesome. What's up, baby? Awesome. So good to have you back on the regular scheduled hours. You know what I mean? I know, Steve. But to me, that story sounds kind of funky. We're going to watch it right now, but it seems kind of funky. What's up, Scorpio A? How you doing, baby? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Good to see you guys. Edgar, what's up, baby? Slapping with those memes over the weekend. Dude, this festival was absolutely insane. It was great. It was great. It was great. Luckily, I do have a spare phone, but there's no service on it. So I can still do like Twitter and YouTube and stuff like that. But it was at home, so I was only able to get it yesterday, which is most unfortunate. But, like I said before, it felt kind of liberating, like not having my phone. The only issue was I usually don't bring my Tesla key card around me. Binance did not get sued by the CFTC. Shut up, Johnny Blaze. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. Hold on. Let me see if that's... You trolling? Oh! Oh! Whoa! That's huge. Dude, why did that story have to come out right now? So Binance sued by the CFTC. Uh-oh, that's like the better thumbnail. What the hell? Why wait till 8 a.m. to come out with this news? God damn. All right, I got to change some things up real quick, guys. What's up, Soap God? How you doing, baby? Hold on, let me. That's actually pretty crazy. That's actually really crazy. That's actually huge news, guys. Smash the like button. Push us up in the old algorithm. And that's crazy. So Binance sued. Where's our Whoa, breaking derivatives. Oh my goodness. All right. I gotta change something up real quick. Give me a second. Sorry, this is really important. And we'll get into the news right now about the crypto king. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, they're going after Binance, bro. But so far, Binance has survived all the FUD. But look at it's the CFTC has actually been really lenient on crypto. Whoa. Binance. Hey, CZ's going through it, man. You know, first they get rid of BUSD, then of course all the FUD about them, and now the CFTC is actually suing them. It's Summers. Welcome to the Degenerates. That eggplant looks oh so nice next to your name. Welcome to the pit, baby. This is probably going to crash the market really bad. Yeah, it's crashing. Jesus. After I come back on a Monday, crypto's looking good. Yeah, Bitcoin was just at 27.5. What the hell? Oh, no. Yeah, I think that the government just hates all centralized exchanges. Are we crypto holders being screwed? Well, here's the thing. I don't keep any of my crypto in exchanges. I don't. I really don't. So it doesn't matter to me. This is why I know Chris, Cool and Chris. I know it's funny. Cool and Chris, but I think the story's bunk, though. I think the story's bunk. We'll talk about it right now. But I don't keep any of my crypto in any exchanges. And although I do trust Binance, oh, yeah, crazy. I wouldn't keep my money in there. I'd keep it on the ledger, right? Okay, so let's get into the first story of the day, which is a story that and of course, we'll talk about the Binance situation here in a minute, and maybe some more stuff will come out about it. But to me, that's kind of crazy that the CFTC is targeting Binance because the CFTC historically has been more lenient on crypto compared to the SEC. And of course, we saw that when Charles Hoskinson spoke to our government with the CFTC, and the fact that Ripple Labs, the CEO of Ripple Labs went ahead and toured the head of the CFTC went ahead and toured Ripple Labs. So it seemed like they're more lenient on crypto. And it's crazy that they're going after Binance. But I have a sneaking suspicion that not a lot of people like Binance, right? There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. And I suppose we're going to learn today. Crazy. They're going after everybody. This is a crazy time for crypto. Sell it all, panic. Get out of here. Now you'll be all right. All right. So the first story, of course, is this Crypto King story. So let's see exactly what happened. So this is the article, right? So Crypto Prodigy 23 is abducted and tortured after scamming investors out of $29 million before blowing $12 million on a fleet of supercars, luxury vacations, and private jets. Now, let's go to watch a part of a Spencer Cornelia video so you can see exactly what the hell happened.
In a lawsuit against Aiden, the plaintiffs allege they invested $4,565,000.
This is the scam, not the torturing, right? This is the scam, not the torturing, right?
You can enjoy it if you attain it through fraud or scrupulous means. Invest wisely, my friends, and please stay away from any Aiden. The plaintiffs allege they invested $4,565,000. I am absolutely shocked that someone would hand over $4.5 million to an unproven kid to trade Forex and crypto. $4.5 million. You're already rich. There's no point in leveraging that to get even more rich. Aiden offered terms where he would take 70% of profits and the plaintiff would take 30%.
This fraud lawyer was contacted by a company who claimed he lost $1 million to Platursky. He put up a public notice and was flooded with messages from other.
Real quick, guys, if you saw this kid offering any programs or anything, would you invest in him? Really? I look at this guy 1 second. I'm like, I'm not giving him my money. Absolutely not, right?
Investors.
Aiden's target goals for capital gains would be in the range of 10% to 20% growth bi-weekly. If you ever need proof that having millions of dollars doesn't always equate to being savvy with money, this case is a perfect example. Multiple people handed a self-proclaimed crypto king millions of dollars to make 20% to 40% a month in returns. Who could doubt this young kid, though? He had an account with FX Choice for day trading and had a balance of 100 million Canadian dollars. For the longest time, I worried that I'd run out of content because certainly people would start becoming more wise and not give millions to fake gurus. But here we are years later, and millionaires are now believing that a self-proclaimed crypto king is worth $100 million. Aiden regularly sent weekly updates. Over the year timeframe, plaintiff's investment had earned approximately 23 million CAD in profit. 2 McLarens, 2 BMWs, and a Lamborghini make up just a few of the 2 million.
One look at this guy. I'm not giving this guy $1. Hey, bro, yeah, just give me $1 million. I'll flip it. Give you 3. It's crazy because these scams were like literally so common during the last bull run, like a dime a dozen, right? I'm like, oh yeah, I made a bunch of money, and it's like everybody and their mom made money during the last pump, right?
$1 worth of assets seized from a 23-year-old from Whitby, Ontario, as his investors try to recoup millions of dollars they handed over to the self-described crypto king. Aiden lived in the fast lane for all of 12 months, but now his net worth is plummeting faster than the NFT market. Creditors are working to unravel where at least $35 million provided to Platursky and his company AP Private Equity Limited for cryptocurrency and foreign exchange investments ended up. $35 million. Who is sending these kids money? $35 million for day trading. I obviously picked the wrong career. Hate to say it, but I'm day trading now. Who wants to send me money?
There's north of 160 people and north of $35 million. And given the amount of cash that we have seen from various people that have contacted us, cash that people are investing, I suspect there's quite a few other people.
Meet the young entrepreneur crowned crypto king, Aiden Platursky. A majority of the population still doesn't understand that all of these articles are paid for, so they trust that there was some due diligence done. Nope. They nickname themselves, present pictures with essentially a stolen exotic sports car, and promote their fraudulent schemes. Aiden seized upon a massive investment opportunity, and now the feds are seizing his assets by investing in Bitcoin early in the game when its value was relatively low. As Bitcoin grew in popularity, Aiden capitalized on the growing stock, maximizing the return on his initial investment. The fake gurus write these fake articles, and you can clearly see that this kid is clueless. I put a lot of blame on these digital newspapers, though, because the general public still can't grasp that this is all fake and they're promoting frauds.
Now, here's the thing. Remember in the last bull run, one of the things that some of these crypto projects use as like, I don't know, to make you bullish on the cryptocurrency project was, hey, we have a Yahoo article. We have an article somewhere. They're paid articles. They pay for them. You can pay. It doesn't matter if it's what was it, the bigger one, the NASDAQ one. It doesn't matter if it's Bazinga. It doesn't matter if it's Yahoo. They're all paid for. It's pay for play. That's how people get verified, right? They pay for news articles, like there's some important person, maybe buy some followers, and go through the verification process, right? That's how that was like part of the scam, but not the scam, but how people would charge like 10 grand to get verified. You just make a news article about yourself, make yourself important, right? Let's continue, and there's a little bit more to this, and then we'll get into what happened to him.
Groot says clients were told their money was being put into a foreign exchange or crypto trading platform and promised huge weekly returns. Returns that didn't materialize for many.
Aiden Platursky, meet the young Canadian investor who is taking the world of crypto by storm. This is an LA Weekly article that has sponsored right under the
he typed up that name too. He's like, "Ooh, I'm taking the world by storm."
The title, but I doubt the average person knows that means it's a fake article. Yeah. To this day, Aiden continues to stand out as a massive example of what it means to be a successful investor and a smart entrepreneur. A garage stocked with 13 luxury cars is pretty self-explanatory, and so is the constant praise and acclaim that Aiden receives for his work. How cringe is it to read those words knowing all of it was from stolen money? Can you imagine writing, "My garage is full of stolen vehicles, so my success is self-explanatory"?
Platursky is now the center of various civil claims and a bankruptcy proceeding, through which $2 million in assets has been seized.
In addition to being a scumbag who stole money from investors, our crypto Warren Buffett had a run-in with the law. He may be from Canada, but now he's a Florida man. Here's the affidavit for his arrest on June 9th, 2021 for false imprisonment and domestic violence.
Laying the hammer down, you know what I mean? So let's go to the news article and see exactly what happened to him. So this is fresh off the press. So crypto prodigy, 23, is abducted and tortured after scamming investors out of $29 million before blowing $12 million on a fleet of supercars, luxury vacations, and private jets. Wow. Okay. So this is exactly allegedly what happened. Now, okay, this guy's going through a lot of problems right now, right? A lot of problems right now. Bankruptcy, probably lots of legal issues. And just the story, it doesn't seem legit. Maybe it is. Maybe he was kidnapped and tortured. Maybe there's videos and pictures coming out and those sorts of things. But maybe this is the way out of get out of paying a bunch of money. Because keep in mind, you can trace things in the blockchain, but people have to prove that certain things are your wallet addresses, right? So if he had to allegedly give away $3 million to somebody or send it to another wallet, I mean, how do they know it's not another wallet that somebody? That's what I'm saying. It seems a little fishy to me that maybe he's trying to save some of his money, right? Okay, so a self-proclaimed Canadian crypto king was kidnapped, held for 3 days, and tortured after he reportedly scammed investors out of millions to live a glamorous lifestyle, according to a lawsuit. Aiden P., 23, is currently going through a bankruptcy proceedings as authorities in Canada try to recover $29 million. He's accused of scamming out of investors. Just $1.6 million has been returned, with reports saying Platursky spent most of it on a private jet, a huge fleet of flashy. He bought a private jet. God damn. And flashy cars and luxury vacations. Look it. I'm not saying to scam people, but if you're going to scam people, you got to lay low. You know what I mean? Jesus. Man brought a private jet. There's like that place that, where an idea goes in your head before you actually put it into existence. And some people, it just bypasses that for some people. Like, it's so dumb. Like, flexing like this is so dumb. Why are you sitting like that? Who sits like that? The latest revelations made by P's father in a government report detailing what happened to the funds are that P was kidnapped in the middle of the night in December and held for 3 days. Yeah, sure, right? Adam Peterson said he got a late night call demanding $3 million Canadian, 2.1 million in USD in ransom. Peterson claimed his son was driven around Ontario, beaten, and tortured. I'm just going to say Peters, not Platursky. That's a weird name. So what do you guys think of this? Do you guys think this guy was really kidnapped? What do you think? It smells fishy to me, right? He was supposedly released after a few days, but threatened to come up with the money quickly or else. One of the few calls he was allowed to make was to his landlord, who testified that Platursky called begging him for millions in ransom payment. I said, "There's absolutely nothing I can do. You're behind on rent. I'm not paying your ransom." No suspects have been revealed in the kidnapping, and Toronto police did not provide any information on the suspect kidnappers or in any arrests if any arrests were made. Rob Stelzer, a trustee appointed to produce the report, told CTV he received a call from Toronto police in early December about the kidnapping. I mean, obviously he owes a lot of people a lot of money, Stelzer said. The $29 million may just be the beginning of what Platursky owes investors, according to attorney Norman Groot, who was hired by some of those scammers by the crypto king. Groot characterizes Platursky as having run a Ponzi scheme on his clients, which investments made by some clients allegedly used to fake returns from others. Yeah, so it's just a Ponzi scheme, right? A typical Ponzi scheme. If you watch the rest of that Spencer Cornelia video, typical things that people do. But this kind of stuff is like so stupid. Look at, even if you like, look at, give me 1 second. Even if you are making this much money, why flex? You just don't know who's out there, right? It's like it's all fun and games so someone wrecks you. Now, reminder, yes, smash the like button, Steve. Thank you so much. Now, remember a few months ago, like there was this story about like 5 crypto billionaires randomly dying, like, and a lot of the scenes look set up, right? You become a target when you have like a large amount of money. And crypto's kind of weird because transferring funds and sending money there's anonymity to crypto, right? And you have to keep in mind that, like, how would you recover any money anyways if you sent it to somebody? I could get it if you wired money and stuff like that. Like, you could see a paper trail, but not with crypto. So if you have money, it's like, dude, keep your mouth shut, bro. People need to know how much money you make. No one needs to know that, because it's very, very dangerous. Now, I think this story smells fishy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think of this situation? I think it smells fishy. I'm not sure if it's legit. And we have Just a Man celebrating his 5-month membership as a degenerate. Just a Man, thank you so much. That gold eggplant looks oh so nice next to your name, baby. Let's go, Justin. Let's go. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is real, fake? Do you think he's deserved to be tortured? I think it's fake. So what I think happened again is he got kidnapped and sent a bunch of money to another wallet so he can preserve some of the cash he, stole from other people, and then is gonna probably, I don't know, hold it until like the dust settles or something like that. That's what I think. I could be wrong, So that's what I think about the situation. Dude, first of all, this Binance thing is shaking me right now, bro. Okay, so this is pretty interesting. And let me know if somebody has come out with this idea. Coinbase plans to develop an inflation-pegged stablecoin called flatcoins. That's interesting. That's actually a really nice move. Now, of course, Coinbase going through it lately, right? Even though I think they should be really kind of praised a little more in this space since they're trying to do everything right. Yeah, we had to block that guy, Austin. But this is interesting. I like this. So Coinbase plans to develop an inflation-pegged stablecoin called flatcoins. And right now they're going to be pretty busy adjusting the price for that, a stablecoin, right? So I'm sure they'll be looking at the, CPI data and those sorts of things closely. So it says, despite all the regulatory scrutinies that envelops the industry, firms haven't stopped building, prioritizing innovation. Coinbase, a prominent cryptocurrency exchange, is exploring flatcoins on its Base network. So, of course, Base is their network, right? That they just came out with maybe like a month ago. Recently, Coinbase revealed that flatcoins, which are inflation-pegged stablecoins, would be essential to be formulated on the Base network. This is among 3 other critical innovations that are expected to be built on the firm's Layer 2 network. The exchange's latest interest is being viewed as bizarre, as most stablecoins are pegged to the US dollar or a fiat currency. Coinbase's flatcoins are looking to be backed by the price of living. This will be done by tracking the consumer price index as well as inflation data. So yeah, of course, they're going to be keeping track of CPI data. Yeah, smash the like button, baby. Let's go. It's all right, Ozzy Austin. It's all right, man. I know you got some weirdos in the chat just talking trash already. Yeah, it'd be like that sometime. Come back from a crazy weekend and people are already talking trash. Big A. Some people are into torture. Yeah, some people are into that. The launch of Base Network garnered interest. Now the Layer 2 network's first step is the creation of an inflation-pegged flatcoin. In light of the current financial crisis, Coinbase stated that it is now more important than ever to create an inflation-tracking stablecoin that contradicts central banks' flawed monetary policy decisions. Elaborating on the same, Coinbase wrote. It says, quote, "We are particularly interested in flatcoins, stablecoins that track the rate of inflation, enabling users to have stability in purchasing power while also having resiliency from the economic uncertainty caused by the legacy financial system." Ooh, this is kind of like a direct attack on the financial system, right? Interesting. Furthermore, since these assets would be tied to inflation rates, they are expecting to retain their value over time. The option is particularly useful in nations or states with high inflation rates, as buyers may be more reluctant to keep their savings in local currency, owing to its volatility. Yeah, I mean, look, is this going to become an alternative for, No, right? Obviously not. But there's a lot of stuff going on with banks and stuff like that. And we're starting to see a war on the US dollar, Russia, China. And now we have, which African country was it? I don't think anybody gives a shit, but Kenya. Like, no one cares what Kenya's doing. Let's be honest now. No one cares what Kenya's doing, but it seems like there might be a coordinated attack on the US dollar. You know what I mean? Yes, smash the likes. Let's go 150 likes, guys. We have 180 people in here, guys. Smash the like button. Push us up in the old algorithm. Go smash like. Okay, so here's what Coinbase wants developers to work on. Apart from flatcoins, developers are urged to formulate an on-chain reputation system and an on-chain limit order book. Okay, LOB exchange. In addition, tools to make the DeFi space more secure are also being requested. Further sharing details about Base and its vision, the network said, quote, "We recently launched Base, a secure, low-cost, developer-friendly Ethereum Layer 2. Our vision is to collectively work towards an ambitious goal, bringing the next billion users on-chain." That's pretty nice. I like that. One of our values from the beginning has been Base is for everyone. We're so grateful to see builders around the world starting to make Base their home. And of course, Base is kind of a big deal, right? There's a lot of hype for it. So, what do you guys think about this stablecoin? I mean, I think it makes sense, right? So there's always been an argument about the CPI data like not being actually legit and how like inflation's actually worse than the numbers we get. But I suppose if that's the thing we always use to gauge how much we're raising interest rates, well then maybe that's the right thing to do. But it's very interesting, right? It's very interesting, right? All right, awesome. Sounds good, bad. We'll see you a little later, right? 9:30. Yeah, we have to have a talk, Awesome. We have to have a talk, man. It's been a crazy weekend. Been a crazy weekend. So hey, Coinbase, developing their own inflation peg stablecoin. We'll see how it goes and whatnot. But it's cool to see them like really looking to the future, even though there's a lot of FUD in the cryptocurrency market right now. A lot of FUD, right? There's a lot of drama going on in the cryptocurrency market right now. And it's been like that since the beginning of the year. It seems like this year, they really came in hot. The SEC is going after everybody, right? And now it's weird to see the CFTC going after Binance. And we'll get into that story here in a second to see exactly what the hell is going on and see how much the market is dumping. Yeah, the market's dumping a little more. We'll see. Is it kind of a big deal? Yeah, it's a big deal, but we'll see how much it actually dumps the market. Every time I think something is going to dump the cryptocurrency market, the market just seems resilient, right? It seems fine. You know what I mean? Everything seems fine. It seems to be hovering around this price. Bitcoin hasn't really moved much. But maybe this will be the thing that dumps it, right? The Paxos stuff dumped it a little bit. Of course, the banks failing, which is crazy, really dropped it the most. And maybe this, since Binance is Big Daddy in the space, will actually, dump this time. Exactly, Brad. Exactly. Yeah. It's a buying opportunity, right? Okay. Let's get into the next story, which of course is Michael Saylor buys more Bitcoin. Okay. Here's the thing. All right. For $150 million. Is this really news? Nah. This guy's average price for Bitcoin, I think it's like high, right? So if you guys know who Michael Saylor is, big Bitcoin bull, right? Bitcoin's gonna be $100,000 at the end of 2021. Wrong, right? But of course, this guy's bullish on Bitcoin. A lot of people like him in the space because, but let's just read this article real quick so you can see he's not I can't say he's not an investing guru because, of course, they're called MicroStrategy, right? This is Michael Saylor, but MicroStrategy is like their company, right? So you could say that they're not investing geniuses, but they're bullish on Bitcoin, right? They're thinking long-term on Bitcoin. So let's read this article so you can see exactly what's going on. So it says, Bitcoin heavyweight MicroStrategy has acquired 6,455 Bitcoin for around $150 million. The firm's founder and chief, Michael Saylor, announced the development on Twitter. Saylor also said the MicroStrategy has repaid 205 million Bitcoin collateralized loan to Silvergate. Oh, okay. So I had a loan they paid back. That's actually pretty awesome. The loan was repaid at 22% discount. Nice. According to Saylor's tweet, the Bitcoin was purchased at an average price of $23,000 per coin, which is good, right? Because the market is higher right now, obviously. So I wonder when he bought these. The cost of each coin is approximately 16% less than Bitcoin's current market price. Nice. MicroStrategy currently holds 138,000 Bitcoin worth a whopping $4.14 billion. The average cost of each Bitcoin in its total holdings is around $29,000. Okay. So the average holding of their Bitcoin is just, they're close to breaking even, right? But obviously they're thinking long-term on Bitcoin because that's still pretty bad, right? And of course, that's 6% more than its current market value. I think they bought a bunch around like the $39,000 mark, right? Or something like that. I remember right before the market dumped, MicroStrategy made a huge Bitcoin purchase. Give me 1 second. So it says MicroStrategy and Silvergate engage in a prepayment waiver to pay off to credit and secure agreement on March 24. Additionally, MicroStrategy voluntarily. Okay, so they paid back Silvergate. Of course, we know Silvergate was going through some issues. So that's pretty cool. So I don't know why that's there. I don't know why that's there. But so news, but not news. MicroStrategy buys 6,500 pretty much Bitcoin for $150 million. Now, what do you guys think of Michael Saylor? Because a lot of people like him, a lot of people don't. A lot of people think that he's sort of just a guy who really likes Bitcoin, got in early, became very, very successful, and those sorts of things. So let me know. And of course, Mr. Well, made a post, which is funny, throwing shade at him. So he says, of course, this is breaking, right? SEC filings confirm MicroStrategy has purchased, 6,500 Bitcoin for approximately $150 million, an average price of 23,000 per Bitcoin. Okay, so this person says, proof we're heading much lower. So, of course, this is exactly what happened last time. This guy bought a bunch of Bitcoin, and the market started to tank. Now, I mean, the market's tanking right now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, is this Michael's fault? I don't know. Maybe. Allegedly. Very, very interesting. We'll see where Bitcoin goes, but it's going to be very, very interesting to see which way it goes. You know what I mean? Obviously not good for the entire market. Now, of course, we'll move to the next story. It's not really a huge deal. Right now, I'm looking into some meme coin action right now. Not a lot going on with meme coins really right now. The hype is, it's been kind of quiet. This weekend was really, really quiet. Of course, one of the big stories has been the dollar is our superpower and Russia and China are threatening it. Now, a lot of people say, who cares what the hell Russia and China do? No one cares. Their economy is struggling, just like everybody else. We're still the superpower. We're still Big Daddy. But it seems like there's a coordinated effort to kind of FUD the dollar, if you will. And it's pretty interesting because the U.S. is going through a lot to, really lay the hammer down on cryptocurrency. And of course, this was a story this morning, which is pretty much a non-story, but we'll see what the president of Kenya has to say about the US dollar.
For the people who work numbers, I am giving you free advice that those of you who are holding dollars, you shortly might go into losses. You better do what you must do, because this market is going to be different in a couple of weeks.
Interesting. So what do you guys think about this? Do you care? And of course, this person replied, okay, bro. And it shows how much the Kenya shilling is. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, of course, $1 US was worth 131 of the Kenya shilling. Interesting. I mean, do you guys really care about that? Yeah, you know what I mean? Give me 1 second. We're going to catch up on our boy Clear Value Tax about the economy. Give me 1 second. Hold on. I'm not your brother. Did you just call the biggest financial move happening a non-story? What do you think? You think so? You guys think the US dollar is done for? I don't know. I don't think we're going out that. I don't think that we're going out that easy. What do you guys think?
In today's video,
let's watch the Clear Value Tax video. I'm gonna hit the rest of them real quick because I'm touching cotton, and I'll be right back.
Covering the stock market based on the newest variables. So here's the current situation. At their last meeting, which just happened a few days ago, the Federal Reserve raised interest rates by 0.25%. So the Fed funds interest rates is now at 5.0%. So that's at the top end of their range. So the Federal Reserve updated their economic projections. They're expecting that interest rates will peak at 5.25%. That means that the plan is, this is their plan, at their next meeting in May, raise interest rates one last time by 0.25%. And that would get us from right now from 5.0% to 5.25%. And then after that, the plan, according to the Fed, is to maintain interest rates there at 5.25% for the rest of the year. So we're talking about for at least 7 months. Stock market investors are skeptical. That's what the Federal Reserve said. That's their plan. But the market, the stock market, the investors do not believe that this is going to happen. The market says that it is more likely than not that at the next meeting in May, the Fed will not raise interest rates. Instead, that the Fed will pause at 5.0%. The odds are currently a pause, a 64% chance of that happening. They raise interest rates by 0.25%, a 36% chance of that happening. Now listen, the Federal Reserve raised interest rates by 0.25% on Wednesday, right? Going into that meeting, that was the expectation that the Federal Reserve would raise interest rates by 0.25%. The market said a 65% chance. So that was the expectation, a 65% chance that they would raise interest rates by 0.25%. And that's what the Fed did. But even though that was expected, still the market did not like that. And the stock market had a really rough day, a really bad day on Wednesday. It ended up deep in the red. Now imagine how the stock market will react at the next Fed meeting if the outcome is worse than expected. Imagine that the expectation is overwhelmingly in favor of the Fed not raising interest rates, and then the Fed raises interest rates, and that would be a disaster, at least in my opinion. So listen, I already told you what was going to happen on Wednesday. I gave you fair warning in advance. I said that the Fed will do 0.25%. I said if the Fed did 0.5%, it would crash the stock market. It would trigger the circuit breakers, so they're not going to do it. I said that if they go at 25 basis points, the market's going to go up, and then it's going to drift down lower that day. So at the May meeting, if the market expects a pause, and the Fed raises, then it's going to be ugly. It's going to be a bloodbath. The stock market is basically setting itself up for a crash in that event. Okay, but I want you to know this because obviously this is very important. The pain in the stock market, it may come sooner, and here's why. Because by April 12th, we'll have a good sense of what the Federal Reserve will do at their meeting in May. April 12th is when the March inflation report comes out. So that report, it better show really good progress on lowering inflation. So if that CPI print isn't at 5.7% or below, then we're going to have some serious problems in the stock market. If it reads at 5.8%, then it could be a bad day, but if it's 5.9% or higher, then it's going to be ugly. We're going to crash. Because if it's at 5.9% or above, that means the Federal Reserve will need to raise interest rates by 0.25% at their next meeting in May. And the market will come to that realization with the high inflation prints. And listen, I'm telling you, the Federal Reserve, they better get inflation down to 5.7% or below in March, because this is the easy part. The difficult part is going to be getting inflation down meaningfully when we're in the 5% range, because that's when we're in the 5% range, that's going to be the harder part. That's going to be when inflation becomes stickier. Now, we need to talk about the Fed pivot, because this is where things get crazy. To me, this is absolutely nuts, because the market expectation versus what the Federal Reserve is saying is worlds apart. So let me tell you what's happening. At the Federal Reserve meeting in June, the expectation is a 55% chance that interest rates will be at 5.0% and a 20% chance that the Federal Reserve will cut interest rates down to 4.75%. But remember that the Federal Reserve is signaling that in June, interest rates will be at 5.25%. So as a matter of fact, the Federal Reserve is saying that interest rates will be at 5.25% for the rest of the year until at least December. Now, this is where things get really crazy, and you need to know this. The market is saying that by the July meeting, there is a 100% chance that the Fed pivot starts by then. A 100% chance that the Fed cuts interest rates by that time. Again, by July, the Federal Reserve is saying that interest rates will be at 5.25%. The market says that interest rates will be at 5.0%, a 15% chance, 4.75%, a 48% chance, 4.5%, a 33% chance, 4.25%, a 4% chance. The market is not even giving a 1% chance that interest rates will be at 5.25% at that time. So like I just said, it's worlds apart, the market expectation versus what the Federal Reserve is signaling. So the market expectation is a Fed pivot will happen by June. If not by then a 100% chance that it will happen by July. But Powell said no Fed pivot in 2023, that interest rate cuts are not in the base case scenario. So if the Federal Reserve doesn't start cutting interest rates by then the stock market is in serious jeopardy of crashing. Therefore, if inflation does not come down hard in March, then that's going to mean big trouble for the stock market, because expectations are extremely optimistic right now, as you can tell. Another way that this could all play out is if the economy just collapses. If something breaks, then the Federal Reserve, they'll have to slow down. They'll be forced to slow down. They'll have to pause and not go to 5.25%, or they're going to have to pivot sooner than they would like. So most likely in 2023. And that is a real possibility. Just look at what is happening in the banking sector. And even as of today, even the bigger banks are feeling it. Well, this is in Europe, but look at Deutsche Bank. Look at what's happening there.
Almost died.
So in this scenario, a Fed pivot would not trigger a market rally. It would not trigger stock market rally. The Fed pivot, it would be in response to a disaster, and it would be too little too late. And this is what historically.
Now, the moral of the story is about all this is what we thought was going to dump the market earlier, because a lot of us thought, and I thought too, that in March this would be a crazy, pretty much a crazy dump in the market, and it creates some sort of like big buying opportunity. But that's not what we saw this month. We actually saw a lot of strength in Bitcoin, right? But okay, so I'm subscribed to his Patreon. I'm not trying to give away free chicken because he said this before, but he thinks that 12K is still the goal for Bitcoin. What do you guys think about $12,000? You guys think that's still the goal? You know, I don't know. Let me know what you think. He's been pretty spot on with a lot of things. Let's continue.
Data shows that bull markets do not begin with the Fed pivot, but months after. So please note that everything I just told you, it was just stats or facts or market expectations. So there's not, I mean, honestly, there's not much to argue with here. But if you want my opinion, I'll give you my opinion. Okay, this is what I think. Here we go. I think that the Federal Reserve is stuck between a rock and a hard place. And the rock is hyperinflation and the hard place is economic depression. Yeah. The Fed will try to avoid, well, obviously, they're going to try to avoid hyperinflation or economic depression. And you know where they're going to take us? They're going to choose the path of stagflation. So I believe that we'll have economic contraction and elevated inflation, which is stagflation, which is inflation in a recession. So mark my words, that you're going to hear that word in the media. It's going to be popping up much more, just more and more. Stagflation. Just be prepared to see that word. The mainstream media is so predictable. So I believe that for the Fed and for the politicians, stagflation, it would be a better outcome than hyperinflation or economic depression. The Fed, if they really wanted to stop inflation, they could reduce the money supply, or they could impose stricter reserve requirements on the banks. That would stop inflation just like that. But that would cause a depression. That would not cause a recession. That would cause an economic depression. Obviously, they don't want that. And on the flip side, the Federal Reserve, they can avoid economic collapse by slashing interest rates and by printing more money. But we all know what the consequences would be. That would agitate inflation. That would take us to the brink of hyperinflation. So the Federal Reserve, they're going to choose the best bad option, which is going to be the slow strangle of stagflation. That's because it's not going to be as dramatic as economic collapse, economic depression, or hyperinflation. But it's going to be very painful for everyday hardworking Americans. It's going to be especially difficult for people on fixed incomes, such as retirees or Social Security recipients. And it's going to be very difficult, well, most difficult for lower income Americans. So I believe that Jay Powell and friends will try to fight inflation for as long as they can until something breaks. In terms of the stock market, I believe that's going to drive the S&P 500 down to at least 3,600. From there, I'm just going to assess how bad the situation is. We have highly optimistic expectations propping up the stock market. It's just setting itself up for a big disappointment. That's just my opinion.
Damn. We're
going to see how Q1 corporate profits and margins are in a few weeks. I don't think that they're going to be pretty, and I think that Q2 is actually going to be worse.
Damn.
That's actually the consensus, so that's not going to be a shocker. Yeah, but I agree with the consensus on this one. So at this moment, I would do two things. So the first thing is I would be heavier in cash right now. And the purpose is straightforward. It's to have reserves to take advantage of fire sale prices in the event of a crash. The second thing I would do, I would encourage everyone to have some silver or some silver plays. That's because if the Federal Reserve tries to save the economy with their magical printing press, then we're going to get more inflation, and that's going to be great for silver. I like gold too, but I like silver for the industrial applications. The long story short, we are on a sinking ship. So market expectations
Everybody
are too
panic.
optimistic. I don't think that we'll get a Fed pivot until something breaks. And if something does break, then we're going to go down. And the Fed pivot, it's not going to save the day. Corporate profits are going down. P ratios are still high. Unemployment is going up. GDP will slow. That's the consensus.
Whoa.
So you saw the trouble. I mean, you're seeing the trouble with the banks. Well, to me, none of this seems like a soft landing. But just to give you the whole picture, if you have stocks for the long run, I would say just weather the storm. The worst thing that you can do is panic sell. You do not want to panic sell.
There it is, people.
But we encourage people to hedge against the crash because we see the stock market going lower. Just telling you for preparation purposes. And we encourage people to have reserves to take advantage of market panic when the time comes. Best time to buy is when there's blood in the streets at fire sale prices. So if you want more exclusive investing content, please.
Of course, I'm part of his Patreon. You guys should join his Patreon. It's really, really good. Of course, we always use his content here. Just give us some pretty much, I don't know, a slap in the face about the economy because you can't really get much out of the news. Like the mainstream media, it's hard to really, it's all clickbait, right? It's hard to get some truth. So it seems like things are going to get worse. We'll see. I mean, we had a prediction for a $1 million Bitcoin in 3 months, like a week ago, which is asinine, but people believe that shit, right? And they'll fucking use that as like a title, right? A $1 million Bitcoin in 3 months. Get out of here with that. Come on. Let's be real now, right? Okay. So of course, that's the situation. We'll have to see how the inflation data looks next month. It's going to be very, very interesting. I think this might be the one that's going to tell us exactly where we're going from here. Now, in combination with things like the economy, big news stories like Binance being sued by the CFTC for breaking trading and derivatives rules. I mean, these kind of things can dump the market. Of course, Binance is the big daddy of the space, biggest target on its back. In fact, controls about 60% of all the cryptocurrency trading out there right now on centralized exchanges. That's a big deal. That's a lot of volume. That's a big player in the space. And this is kind of a real-time story developing. And so we're going to go to Watch Guru a little bit more. We trust cryptocurrency outlets a little more. So this is what happened. So Justin, the CFTC lawsuit alleges 300 Binance accounts associated with its CEO were exempt from the company's insider trading policy. Interesting. What is CZ doing? Is this true? I don't think this is I want to see the evidence of this. So check this out. It says 70. Binance does not disclose to its customers that Binance is trading in its own markets in its terms of use or elsewhere. Consistent with its apparent attempt to keep its proprietary trading activity on its own markets top secret, Binance has refused to respond to commission-issued investigative subpoenas seeking information concerning its proprietary trading activity on Binance, including transaction data and communications among the members on the Binance quant desk. Ooh, that's not good. So we'll see what the rebuttal is, right? On information and belief, Binance has not subjected the trading activity of Merit, Peak, Sigma Chain, or its approximately 300 house accounts to any anti-fraud or anti-manipulation surveillance or controls. And the extent Binance purports to have required its officers, employees, and agents to abide by a relatively new insider trading policy, Binance approximately 300 house accounts are exempt from that policy. Interesting. Now, what we saw, which is pretty funny because the roasts are coming right now. Give me a second here. So it said this is one of the roasts. So Wellchart says CZ doesn't plead the fifth, he pleads the fourth. If you guys know about CZ, one of his pinned tweets, unless it's still not pinned anymore, was here. Okay, so he put 4 again. So 4 is ignore FUD, fake news, attacks, etc. In the future, would appreciate if you can link to this post when I tweet 4. So he just tweeted 4 again right now. You know what I mean? Which is ignore FUD, fake news, and attacks. All right, do you guys think this is FUD, fake news, and attacks? Or do you think Binance is doing something shady? This is scary, man. This is very, very scary. Yes, smash that like button. We are so close to 100 likes. Guys, we have 220 people in here. Let's pack the house, baby. Slap us up in the old algorithm by slapping the like, baby. Send us, baby. And now Binance in some deep water. See how Binance is actually doing. So Binance dumping with the entire market, but the entire market's down right now. You know what I mean? Let's see the entire cryptocurrency market cap dumped by like 0.01 trillion. Not a big deal. We see Bitcoin still holding at 26.5-ish. And Ethereum still above 1,700. Let's see if we can get BNB to go under $300. Man, that's why BNB was like something I was really bullish on about a year ago. But after like all this, you can see that these attacks are kind of coordinated, right? I mean, it's the CFTC, which to me makes me, it's not the SEC, which is kind of strange to me because the CFTC has been pretty chill with crypto, you know? Brad says XRP is like the beacon in the sea of red. Yeah, it seems that way. XRP is pumping it, and that's because there's some rumors about the case settling very, very soon. So Chrissy says, haven't I been saying CZ is a Communist Party member, cardholder, laundering money for shady communist leaders? I mean, that's the allegations, right? And we've heard that from a lot of people. But yeah, Chrissy, you've been saying that. You know what I mean? So maybe this is how he's doing it. How did they find those 300 accounts? And how is a CZ going to explain this? Now, this is something CZ needs to do a live stream for. He needs to go on a news channel for. He needs to really get this out in the open and see exactly and tell people exactly what the hell is going on, because a lot of people have some unanswered questions. And I do too, because like I said, the SEC is someone I don't trust, but the CFTC has been kind of lenient to crypto. You know, see if there's more news articles about it. See if Whale comes out with one of these, an article. Nope, they haven't posted anything yet. It looks like Watcher Guru has been posting most of it. What's up, Crypto Shop? How you doing, baby? You see the Binance story, man? That's crazy. They've survived a lot of FUD, but this is a big deal. This is a big deal. If this is true, this is a big deal. Binance and CEO sued by regulatory violations. Yeah, that's it. So let's go ahead and do crypto news on Google search. See if we can get Binance sued. There it is. CNBC came out with an article. NBC just came out with one. Bloomberg came out with one. So what CNBC has to say. The commodity future agreement complaining against. Damn. Okay. So the Commodity Futures and Trading Commission, CFTC, filed a complaint against crypto exchange Binance, its co-founder, Shangpeng Zhao, and its former chief compliance officer, Samuel Lim, alleging that Binance actively solicited U.S. users and subverted the exchange's own ineffective compliance program, according to a filing in Illinois federal court Monday. Wow. Just prior days when the filing. CNBC reported how Binance employees work. Okay, so just days prior to the CFTC filing. So maybe this was already a story. CNBC reported on how Binance employees work to subvert the exchange's compliance controls in China, using some of the same techniques that the CFTC alleges Binance used to solicit U.S. customers. Let me see this article here. So this came out a few days ago on the 23rd. So crypto is banned in China, but Binance employees and support volunteers tell people how to bypass the ban. Wow. So one of the big stories we heard is that Hong Kong is pretty okay with people trading crypto, but China isn't. But, you know, although Hong Kong is part of China, Hong Kong's a little more autonomous, and they were cool about it. You know, interesting. So, you know, I mean, Chris E says that, you know, CZ's working with the Chinese, you know, Communist Party and the government. Maybe they were letting this slide. You know what I mean? Damn, boy. Give me a second. Dude, $9.5 trillion worth of trades in 2021. Of course, that was when the bull market was, but that's crazy. But it's not supposed to be on our trend. Okay, so remember like in May 2021 when the first dump we had, so we had a huge pump in May in 2021. Then we had a huge dump. And the reason why we had a huge dump was because China's like, yeah, we're banning crypto. And then we pumped again in October or November. So, I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal, but it dumped the entire market. But it looks like maybe China's letting CZ do their thing. So it says Binance founder Shangpeng, I'm going to call it just CZ, has touted the exchange's Know Your Customer system, known as KYC, as a billion-dollar effort. Among other functions, they are supposed to stop customers who aren't supposed to be on the platform, including residents of China. Now, come on now. You know what I mean? But customers in China and around the world regularly subvert Binance's controls to hide their country of residence or origin. Message in Binance's official Chinese language chat room show. So, I mean, can you use VPNs in China? Because that's how you would do it, right? What do you guys think? I know they have a different kind of internet. You know? Morning Wood says, CZ is calling everyone else out but himself. That's crazy to me, dude. I know, Morning Wood. I know. Well, I mean, maybe. We'll see what happens. But Tim says I used a VPN when I went to China. Really? Okay. Were you in Hong Kong or actually like the mainland? You could say. I guess it's all mainland, but that's crazy. Okay, so this is a story that came out a few days ago, pretty much saying that Binance's KYC system is ass, and they're letting people use Binance in China. And of course, this is a story from right now. So 300 accounts. Wow. So let's see if there's more stories about this, because this is an article by CNBC, but it's like not giving us much information. I want to see what CZ has to say. Let's see what his comments say on that post. Because it's kind of a big deal, right? Let me retweet this. People shilling stuff, panic button. FUD. People are saying FUD. I mean, people are so quick to write off things as FUD, but I want to know what's going on the other side. I don't think the government's like completely evil. You know what I mean? Bud says VPN is illegal, but there are still used. Foreigners aren't punished for using them, though. Really? Okay. So they'll have a closed off internet, right? Just like, I mean, obviously not as crazy as North Korea, but they have an internet system that like it doesn't connect anywhere else. So how is even a VPN allowed? D'Angelo says FUD because the old stock money is angry for years about the crypto millionaires. They don't understand crypto. I mean, that's true, right? I mean, crypto's made a lot of people a lot of money and changed a lot of lives, right? Oh, they got a picture of him and Sam Bankman-Fried together. This is fine. Damn, Do Kwon getting clapped. You know what I mean? Sam Bankman-Fried getting clapped. Jeez. People panic selling at the local bottom. Ouch. Damn. What the fuck is this? Wow. A lot of fingers. There's one where he's photoshopped with the middle finger, which is absolutely hilarious. Yo, he has to do some sort of press conference. There has to be a press conference for this. There has to be an explanation for this. Has to be an explanation for this. Right? Let's see what else is going on. Let's see if Watcher Guru came out with anything else. Damn, they came up with this article quick. Right here, yeah. 30 minutes ago, they already had an article out. Crazy. So let's see what these comments have to say. Chrissy says, so did tech stocks. Yeah, like Tesla made a lot of people a lot of money. So many people got rich off of Tesla. A lot of people. That was like the hot thing to talk about, right? Especially during the bull run. US is panic suing everybody now. And of course, somebody put up alleged as the key word, right? Because we don't know, right? We don't know. Yo, that's crazy, bro. So I'm trying to look for more news on this. Here it is. This is the one, except with the hair, right? 4-finger discount. D'Angelo says they plan to hold back a crypto rally. Talk about Kramer reverse this weekend. Yeah, I just don't think the crypto's going to rally without the traditional market rallying. I don't see it that way. I know we had a decoupling a couple weeks ago from the traditional stock market and crypto market, but I don't see it. I don't know. I don't see it completely decoupling just yet, you know? U.S. government was cool with SBF. This is interesting, right? It says U.S. government was cool with SBF drafting crypto legislation with Gensler and sending user funds to politicians. But ever since their boy got exposed, it's been an all-out assault on all things crypto by the U.S. government. Wild. That's interesting, right? Now, obviously, Sam Bankman-Fried's getting his comeuppance. I don't think a lot of people think Sam Bankman-Fried's going to get out of this situation scot-free. That's not the case, right? That's not the case. Sam Bankman-Fried's not going to get out of this scot-free. You know what I mean? He's just not. I don't think he's getting out of this scot-free. No way. No way. If he does, that'd be pretty shady, but they're going after everybody, right? Now, to me, this is kind of sobering right here. This scene right here was very, very sobering, right? Do Kwon? Like, this is crazy. Damn, head down. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Damn, son. Sobering, right?
Yeah.
Boom, and there's Do Kwon. Jeez. Now, the interesting thing about this situation, as I remember with the Do Kwon situation, they're going after everybody. They're taking them out, man. 5 billionaires killed. Crypto King kidnapped. CZ getting sued. Do Kwon getting arrested. Sam Bankman-Fried. Jesus. My goodness. Yeah, D says the U.S. government needs to worry about their banks. I mean, yeah. I mean, but as we see, when the banks start to fail, the Federal Reserve steps in and saves the banks, which, you know, like I said before, like I'm kind of torn about because, you know, I don't like to see, I don't know, it's capitalism light, right? But if the banks fail, then a lot of people just are shit out of luck, right? And that's not what we want. Exactly. Yeah. Chrissy says, how a billionaire has fallen. Do Kwon living in a third world country in Eastern Europe. I know, bro. He's hiding. He had fake identification and everything. Crazy. I smell kimchi. Dude, kimchi's so good. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. David says, take one down, 3 more pop up. But they're going after the big guys, right? Man, it's getting hairy out there, man. It's getting real crazy out there. Got to be careful, man. And then we saw Jake Paul and a bunch of other people sued, which is not the craziest news because we've seen that before, right? Not disclosing that they were being paid to promote cryptocurrency projects. But here's the thing. You know, they're going after Justin's son, which is really scary too. That was one of the biggest stories last week, right? Tron, right? TRX, and then of course BitTorrent. So they're really laying the hammer down, bro. It's kind of scary, to be honest. It's kind of scary. I mean, what do you guys think about the situation, right? A little scary? And sorry for the noise out there. Some guys doing yard work right now, so. How's the bad pooty take? What do you mean, Samuel Flood? Crypto G says, all seems to me that these agencies are trying to sue to start collecting money from crypto because their own system is failing. I've noticed a trend when bear markets or bad markets are happening. You think so? I don't know about that, though. For some reason, for some insane, even self-destructive mindset, a ton of people want to see Binance go down. Do you have any idea way will it do the market? Yeah, of course. Binance going down would destroy the market. Look what FTX did, dude. FTX dumped the entire cryptocurrency. Like, it took Bitcoin on a 16K. Of course, Binance going down will be it. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of people would see that as a buying opportunity. And I think a lot of people like in DeFi don't really care if Binance goes down, right? They obviously they care, but I don't think a lot of people actually using like non-custodial wallets don't really care what exchanges do because that's not the grand scheme of things. The grand scheme of things, it's like the crypto's going to be fine in the future. And in fact, All the issues that have been happening with cryptocurrency have come from centralization issues. It's all centralization issues. It's people doing shady shit, right? And it's all these centralized exchanges, right? Chrissy says, why the bank fail? Make regional banks follow strict rules as the bigger banks. Politicians are the cause of these losing regulations. Fed accuse this issue, cause this issue has to be responding to fixing it. I mean, that's the issue, right? They don't all have to be on the same page, right? But then also those smaller banks don't have to deal with all the regulations and compliance. Well, they have to deal with the same rules and regulations, but they don't have the same insurance, right, as the bigger banks, right? Because little mom and pop banks can fail, right? But the big banks can't. I mean, that's been the argument. No one will ask when Binance now. Jeez, crazy. Last exchange will be crypto.com. I don't know about that one. They operate out of Singapore. But to be fair, crypto.com has been out of the spotlight for some time now, right? Chinese banking giants seeking partnerships with Bitcoin and crypto firms in Hong Kong after China mainland banned Bloomberg. What? Coincidence? Chinese banking giants seeking partnerships with Bitcoin and crypto firms in Hong Kong? Bruh. Can we not make this a thing where China's bullish on Bitcoin? You know what I mean? Or crypto in general? It's not going to make us look good. Let me see if there's any comments right here explaining this, like elaborating on this more. Johnny says, doesn't matter if you care or not, any gains that you could have potentially made go down with Binance. The idea is just stupid. I am here to make money, period. Yeah, I get it. But the idea is like maybe BNB will die, right? Obviously. And obviously if you have your money on the Binance exchange and because they're going to have a little of a bank run right now. I mean, or crypto run, but bank run, right? Binance is going to have a run. They've survived all the runs in the past before. Right? Binance has survived all the FUD. They've had crazy amount of liquidations in a 24-hour period before, and they survived it. And they were able to service every transaction without any issue, maybe a brief pause. But that's been the scenario so far. Will they survive this one? This is a big deal. This is a huge deal. It's like happening, unfolding right before our eyes. This is a huge deal. You know, can they survive this this FUD? You know, well, I mean, we'll see. Right? They have before. And of course, CZ seems confident. Obviously, he always does on Twitter. And he's telling us to ignore the FUD. So, but it's not just anybody. It's the CFTC, bro. Rob got it. Says, Roddy, you need to see Meet Kevin's story on how Binance controls Bitcoin. Is it recent? Is it new? Super interesting. 80% of Bitcoin action is on Binance. That makes sense, though, because Binance is the largest exchange, right? And like it controls 60% of the trading volume anyways. You think crypto trade would topple China and Russia, Chrissy? Tim Shea says, "Listen, the executives took bonuses and sold stock before SBV failed. It was planned. It was planned to some extent. Yeah. So that was a story a couple weeks ago, and there was an investigation by the SEC. You know, hopefully to do a thorough investigation that apparently a lot of executives before SVV failed, they sold the stock. Because remember, the depositors were saved during the collapse, right? So if you had money in the bank, you were saved. But if you own the shares, you weren't saved, right? And of course, I'm sure as part of some of their incentive program or whatever they have going for their employees, they're given company stock. I don't know if you guys ever worked for a company. Like I said, I work for Target and other companies where they would give you company. They would if you had a 401k, they would match with company stock, right? So they would match up to 5% with their own stock. So I'm sure there were some sort of incentives to get shares if you worked at Silicon Valley Bank as an executive. And weeks before the collapse, there was some of these executives selling large amounts of stocks, and taking trips to like extravagant trips. But to me, the extravagant trips part is not a big deal. A lot of like really wealthy people take a lot of trips. You know what I mean? But if they knew that the bank was going to go down and they were selling because of that news, which they'd have to prove, right? They'd have to prove that. then that's obviously insider trading, right? Because they had the jump on anybody else that something was going to happen. They work for the company and they sold their stock. Was it a coincidence? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Sell everything. The ship is sinking. But it's time to pick our winner of our giveaway this week, of course. Or $50, of course, you have to be a member. Links in the description down below. I'll give you guys a minute to go ahead and retweet that tweet. Check it out. Check it out. Shut up, Cobra Commander. That's not financial advice. Hopefully I don't have to say that to you guys. Financial advice. I never tell you guys to buy anything anyways. Oh! That was a good stretch. And then we'll go into my weekend a little bit here after we did the giveaway. It's going to be interesting to see the development of Binance. Of course, I can't wait for all the thumbnails of Binance going down. Sell all your BNB. Going to be interesting. Got it, Chrissy. D says, don't believe anything the SEC says. Yeah, a lot of people do not like the SEC. Buying the BNB dip. I'm going to wait till the dust settles on this one. Smoke clears on this one. I don't know, man. I mean, we're starting to see Bitcoin recover a little bit. People are buying the dip. Maybe a lot of buy orders are coming in. Triggered a lot of buy orders probably. But this is actually big news. Does anyone use BNB? I know a lot of people invest in BNB. I stopped investing in BNB like right around the exchanges collapse. I stopped dollar cost averaging. That was one of my top dollar cost averaging ones. And I just stopped for a little bit because I want to make sure that none of these exchanges are going down. Right? Oh, we have Tom Crown becoming a member. Tom, if you guys don't know who Tom Crown is, I was watching your stream a little bit this morning, man. Welcome to the Degenerates. That eggplant looks oh so nice next to your name. One of us. One of us. Tom, what do you think about this Binance situation, dude? What do we got going here? I saw you doing some TA this morning. This is crazy. It's not anybody. It's the CFTC. And like I said before, they've been pretty lenient when it comes to crypto, right? We had the head of CFTC touring Ripple Labs. We saw them with Charles Hoskinson speaking to Congress a little while ago. And now they're laying the hammer down on Binance. Crazy story. Crazy story. Again, welcome, Tom. I actually joined your community this morning. Love the TA. If you guys don't know who Tom Crown is, go ahead and check him out. Subscribe, all that good stuff. There's some excellent TA over there on his channel. This is crazy, man. So Vela says, I use BNB on the exchanges for the low fees. I mean, I like Coinbase because they have that membership. I think it's $30 a month, and it's a free. There's no fees, right? There's no fees at all. Okay, I don't mind Binance. First of all, Binance isn't legal in all 50 states. I think it's illegal in Texas, Washington, and New York. For sure, Washington and New York. I don't know about Texas, but you can't use Binance US, and of course, you can't use Binance.com anywhere, maybe unless you have a VPN. But that's interesting, right? And that's one of the main reasons why I don't use Binance. Because look, I like CZ. I don't think he's a bad guy. I mean, who knows, right? He's always pretty good about getting ahead of all the drama in the space. Like we saw him on CNBC right after the allegations of Meet Kevin called, pretty much talking shit about not Meet Kevin, but Kevin O'Leary was talking shit about CZ. They were going back and forth about the whole FTX situation because CZ dunked on FTX, and then Kevin's like, Binance isn't some saint, in this space. Slim Cheesa is celebrating their 5-month membership with the golden eggplant, all the little emojis. I gotta change those. Get some new emojis. Okay, so Not Baby Rodney says no Binance in Texas, and that's why we haven't had our Voyager money back. Wow. Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, Binance US bought out Voyager. I think it actually went through this time. And congratulations on 5 months again, Slim Cheeses. Appreciate you, bro. Okay, so yeah, you can't use Binance in Texas. Okay. No. It wasn't. Well, I don't think Meet Kevin's too fond of CZ anyways, right? Meet Kevin questions everybody. I know he questioned Richard Hartman when he's on there and those sorts of things, especially about who's controlling the keys to Hex and those sorts of things. Man, it seems a little crazy right now. There's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt real in the market right now. Jayhawk has been a member for 9 months and says, pause the stream and tell everyone on how much you love me. Jayhawk, you know we love you in this chat, baby. One of us. Thank you so much, Jayhawk, for your continued support, man. 9 months is a long time. Steve says, Meet Kevin is trash. He's smart as hell, but he knew that what he was doing in the downfall and panicked and bought people. Yeah, like I said before, I don't listen to everything Meet Kevin says, but he's actually pretty smart, especially with crypto. Mike, thank you so much. All right, have you guys retweeted the link? Because we're going to go and pick our weekly giveaway winner right now. $50 in USDT will be sent to you after the stream. We have 117 likes. Guys, let's get to 125 likes and we'll go ahead and do the giveaway. 8 more likes and we'll go ahead and do the giveaway. Why US don't like CZ? I think, look, if there's more. Mizzy Matt celebrating his 8-month membership. Let's go. Let's go. Sacco Hunt celebrating 13 month. Ooh, dunking on people. Ooh, that 13 month. Ooh. Dunking on people with that Ethereum logo next to your name. Thank you so much, Sacco Hunt and Mizzy Matt, for your continued support. Sacco Hunt, 13 months? You've been paying me for 13 months? Ooh. We are 5 likes away from doing our giveaway. What makes Meet Kevin good at crypto? So he's very knowledgeable at crypto, Paul. I wouldn't say good. In fact, Meet Kevin and a lot of the traditional finance guys, they only recommend you allocate 1% of your entire net or your portfolio to cryptocurrency, which is, something we do. It's something we don't really do here. You know what I mean? But we're a little reckless. We're bullish on crypto, obviously, right? Obviously, Meet Kevin, the Graham Stevens of the world, like they have it down. They're rich as fuck, right? Meet Kevin has a private jet. He's absolutely really wealthy. And regardless of what you say about Meet Kevin, he's done a good job. Yeah, he's done a good job in his own personal life, right? Maybe you think his personality's messed up. Maybe he's still a smart, savvy businessman, and he's really killing it. And he works harder than anybody I know. It's not even close. Hurry up and buy, celebrating 13 months. What's up, baby? He says, best investment. I appreciate you. Hurry up and buy with the picture of CZ. D's Aquatics. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, D's Aquatics. I do appreciate you guys. And we are at 126. I think it's time to do a little giveaway here. And of course, you have to be a member, right? We have, how many retweets do we have on the giveaway link? 47 retweets. We have it right here. We're going to copy this. Load it into the Twitter picker right here. We're going to load this tweet up. Make sure the picture's gone. So it's going to be the first one that loads, because sometimes it loads a bunch. I don't know what the deal is with that. We have our entries. We have 45 entries loaded. We're going to go ahead and draw it. And 3, 2, 1. And our winner is Bree. But wait, Bree, have you won one of the last 10 times? Is this rigged? What the hell, Bree? Why is Bree? No, I don't think Bree has won the last 10 times. I think it's actually fine. Bree, go ahead and send me your ETH address on Twitter. I'll go to get you that Monday very, very soon. Bree, do you want just $50 in Volt? What do you want? What do you want, Bree? What do you want? What do you want, Bree? Do you want first of all, congratulations, Bree. Sacco Hunt with the $20 donation. Sacco Hunt, thank you so much for the beer money. Sacco Hunt, you're gonna get me drunk with all this beer money, bro. Let's go. Thank you so much, Sacco Hunt. I do appreciate for the $20 donation. Chris E, celebrating 13-month. Chris E, thank you so much for the continued support, bro. I do appreciate you. With beer, more beer. Are we getting drunk on stream, guys? It's 9 a.m. in the morning. Why are we getting drunk? Congratulations, Bree. Bree. Let's go. Yeah, Steve predicted that someone with a T in their name was going to win this morning. So Bree is the winner this week. Bree, send me the ETH Addy. I'll go ahead and send you that Monet after the stream. Jayhawk, it's finally not rigged. Oh, because your girl won, huh? Big A says the company I worked for has had 2 jets over the last 30 years. The owners and doctors like it for the convenience of travel. Finance, accounting do not support jet purchases. Well, that's the interesting thing, right? I think it's more of a flex than anything. Like Drake just bought a jet, right? I think Meet Kevin just bought a jet to flex a little bit. He likes to flex, right? He likes to flex, but he's earned it. He's earned it. You know what I mean? He's earned it. I don't know. I think a lot of people don't like Meet Kevin. I don't think he, like I said, I'm not a fucking fanboy, but I respect the grind, bro. And dude, that guy is like, he's in the middle of a vacation with his family at a fucking wherever he's streaming, right? Wherever he's talking about it, right? He's a workaholic, man. That guy has no quit in him. Literally. I started watching Meet Kevin during the pandemic. You're welcome, Bree. Thank you so much. James Minton upgraded their membership to a super degenerate. James, thank you so much for upgrading. Jesus, thank you so much, James. I do appreciate that. Gold eggplant looks oh so nice next to your name. And just again, guys, Christy especially, Brad, and all you guys that have been donating membership to the channel, I do appreciate you guys. All right, let's do a little catching up here. So the crypto news is pretty much done. Binance is going down. Everybody panic sell. Just kidding. Looks like crypto's starting to recover, but I think a lot of buy orders were triggered, right? So we'll see what happens. A lot of people think this is the bottom. We'll see. JDM says, did you watch the video on the guy who got himself on a private jet with a trader? He was explaining the running cost of going private, man. It's crazy. Yeah, it's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. But, Meet Kevin has money, bro. This guy paid like millions in taxes one year. Like he's balling when you have that much, and he owns his own business, so he had a lot of write-offs and stuff like that, and he still had to pay millions of dollars in taxes. So, okay, let's talk about the weekend because the weekend was sick. The weekend was sick as fuck, man. Smash the like button. Hang out with you guys for a little bit, catch up. So I went to a festival called Beyond Wonderland. Like I said, I lost my phone, so I think I'm getting my new phone today. I did the express shipping. Hopefully it comes in today. Hopefully it comes in today. We'll see. But I lost my phone, which is crazy. Dude, I lost my Ray-Bans. The ones I just bought. So I have a couple pair of Ray-Bans, but I lost my brand new Ray-Ban. And I've never lost a pair of sunglasses or my phone at a festival ever. And I've been to a lot of festivals ever. So I lose my phone. I lose some other stuff. I lose a lot of things at these I lost a lot of things at these festivals last weekend, but it was very, very fun. Jake only went for one day. I went there originally with a few people. Of course, had a little date for the weekend. Very, very cool chick. Lots of fun. I did post a picture on Twitter, but I would post more pictures on Instagram. So if you're not part of my Instagram, links in the description down below. Give me a follow. Should be a good time. Shut up, Jayhawk. It was very, very fun. It was a very, very good weekend. And honestly, when I lost my phone, it was kind of nice. It was very, very nice. Yes, bud, that's what happened. I lost my phone so I lost my glasses and I lost something else. I'm not going to tell exactly what I lost. And I was looking for that for a while and I was bummed. But when I lost my phone, I was just kind of like, fuck it. First of all, I had my Apple Watch not on me, but with me back at the Airbnb. So I knew I was going to still be able to get texts and those sorts of things. I looked for it for a little bit, didn't even care. Didn't even look on the lost and found, didn't care. It was so liberating. The only thing that scared me, I know I missed y'all too, Jayhawk. I know I missed y'all too. The only thing that scared me was I didn't think I brought my Tesla key with me because if you guys know, your phone, starts your Tesla, right? And if you have a Tesla, you have a little black key card that I forgot that I put back in my wallet. I thought I took it out, which is kind of dumb. I didn't think about that, right? Cliff, Shibnobi sucks. Don't talk to me about Shibnobi. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, I had it with me. Thank God. And when I had it with me, I didn't know it was the one that was synced to my vehicle. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. Big vibe, Jayhawk. Big vibe. I'll post more pictures a little later. You know what I mean? But big vibe. No, I had not my Tesla, my Tesla key. You know what I mean? because the app is on my phone. If I lose my phone, I can't start my car. You know what I mean? So my car is like parked in the driveway, blocking another bunch of people in. So when I got back, I was like super relieved when I found out that my key card worked. I mean, I would have ended up going to Verizon and whatnot, but if you guys don't know, if you lose your phone, you have to submit an insurance claim, and it takes a while to get here. At least it does next day shipping. I don't know what the fuck that is. It's supposed to be coming today, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, so I brought a date with me. Cool. She brought a bunch of her friends. Cool as fuck. I brought a bunch of my friends. We all just had a sick Airbnb. We had a sick Airbnb. We all stayed there. Just had a good time. Very, very good festival. Really cold, but very, very fun. You know, a lot of drama happened the last day. I won't really go into the specifics of that, which is kind of lame, but it'd be like that sometime. And just a really good, peaceful time. You know, I love music festivals. But I'm actually going to slow down a little bit. I'm not going to Miami anymore, and Coachella is still on the fence. So I might go to EDC next month. We'll see about that, but definitely no Miami. I pulled out. I sold my UFC ticket. Got the money for my flight back. I'm going to be staying home. And mostly that's because I want to focus more on kickboxing and getting in better shape. And I can't do another trip in Miami. Like, dude, 5 or 6 days in Miami is just not going to be it. You know what I mean? It's just not going to be it. You know, I can't do it. Literally 3 days in for a festival, and I feel like just not caught up in anything, right? You know, crazy. You know, crazy. And to top it off, I have like a big stomach issue right now that I'm touching cotton again. So, no, I canceled a bunch of trips. Yeah. Oh, we'll see, Bree. I'm really slowing down, man. I'm really slowing down. I am. I can't do it, man. Did I break it with Jake? Now me and Jake are still together. Little weirdos. But guys, I'm going to be out of here for now. I'm going to be going live in the Telegram at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you're not part of the Telegram, couldn't join. I have a really bad stomach virus right now. I do not feel good. So guys, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're going to be going live in the Telegram just to chat with you guys for voice on the voice chat. Come hang out, buddy. Jayhawk will be there, but you'll be all right. Again, thanks a lot, guys, for all the donations and memberships. I do appreciate hanging out with you guys, and we'll chat a little more in the Telegram and share some pictures. You guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Boo this man.